So I didn't even get my players a countdown today, but it's okay. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Gear Gaming 365's Friends of Thunder or Storm King's Thunder, because you guys really need to come up with a better name. Because I just threw that together like at the last minute, just so you know.
I mean, it's worked so far. I mean, maybe the reason why we haven't changed it is because we like it.
That could be, or that's. We'll go with that. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. A little bit of confidence boost there. So last time we met, Tachar and Degoria had wandered off into town, and the players decided to investigate some rumors, or at least something that they had heard, and wound up in a situation a little over their head. I don't want to give too much away because Tachar wasn't here last week, so we're going to start with Tachar, and then we're going to hopefully bring it around to the rest of the group. We'll see how things pan out. So there's not a 100% like things are going to go this direction, but we'll see what happens.
He might die.
We're basically screwed, is what you're saying.
Maybe. Who knows? Tachar.
You just hope I find you in time.
Tachar, you went following Degoria, who she entered this building here on your map. Okay.
Yes.
And you had mentioned earlier, and I want to check with you to make sure that's still what you wanted to do, that you wanted to go outside and basically kick things around, make a bunch of noise.
I was just gonna check the field out for any vegetables or anything else like that I could go ahead and put in my pack.
Okay, so
In the meantime, agitate Degoria, her thinking I was following her.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you're just trying to put her on edge, essentially.
Correct.
There's a couple of fields near you. You got that farm there, you got that farm there, and you got that farm there that are within the immediate eyesight. Which of those particular plots of land would you like to go check out today?
I'll just walk straight over to that close one there.
That's that close one right there. Okay, Let me see. I'm gonna roll that. Ooh. This field seems to be growing very small, green-looking vegetables.
May I just some?
Are you gonna look to see if anybody's around, or are you just gonna grab some from the field?
Oh, I'm just gonna grab some.
Okay. Tachar, you reach down, you grab one, you bite into it. It's very, very bitter. Think about like an unripe Brussels sprout is what you just bit into.
That is like the worst vegetable, and I don't even want to know what an unripe one tastes like.
Exactly. Exactly.
I spit it out.
So bluff there.
And I chuck whatever's left over my shoulder, and I start heading on to the north field here.
All right. I imagine that you're looking for what? What are you looking for?
Looking for something that I could go ahead and, maybe keep to maybe stew later in some kind of water or whatever like that.
Okay.
On the road or whatever kind of thing. Just having some extra stuff in the pack, 'cause I think I know I have some food.
Okay. Let's
not a lot.
Roll me a perception check, since you're just wandering through the fields looking for something to make stew with. That'll be good. Okay. You're standing in this field here. Let me find out what this field is. Oh, okay. So in this field right here, the vines kind of cover the ground. It doesn't seem to be anything maybe growing in it. Do another perception check to see if you could figure out what, or nature if you want. I don't know if you're better at nature or perception.
Perception's better.
About 10 feet ahead of you, you can spot something that kind of poking out of the ground. So you wander over and you dig at it and you pull it out, and it's a potato.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a potato field.
Okay. I would like to. I kind of look around this time because I'm a little bit more in the open. I was between two buildings last time. I feel like I'm a little bit more exposed here before I start shoving a couple in my pack. So what do I need to do here?
All right.
Stealth or?
Yeah, roll a stealth. Why not? Absolutely. Stealth. Okay. All right. You're looking around to make sure that nobody's going to spot you, like pocketing some potatoes out of this field here. This building right here, directly to your north, is a really old, decrepit wooden house. Some of the windows, in fact, are broken out of it. It looks pretty scary and pretty decrepit. Think like witches' haunted house style thing going on here. But you manage to catch a glimpse right through these trees right here of what looks to be Droon walking down the path into the woods. He's going that way. So you manage to see that.
I stow those potatoes. And
all right. Roll a D4.
D4.
Actually, I mean, how long do you want to spend? A minute? 5 minutes?
How many minutes was I there before I noticed Droon walking by on the path?
You left your group and kind of harassed Agoria for a little while. So let's see. Roll an intelligence roll. So just like click on the intelligence stat on your character sheet.
Nice.
It was at least 3 beers ago.
Okay. So I'm parched.
Yeah.
So how much time does that give me in the field here?
I'd say at least 2 minutes.
Okay. So what would you want me to roll
I'd
here?
say with 2 minutes, I'd say a D8. D8
Dang,
plus 3.
Downing 3 beers in 2
yeah,
minutes?
yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, it's Tachar. He's a drunken master.
So 10?
You get 10 potatoes. You're just kind of like moving through the field, and I'm going to say that you're just kind of meandering in a like northernly direction, just like grabbing potatoes that you can see. The ones you don't really have to dig at, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, it's kind of surface ones.
The easy ones, and you're just like shoving them in your pack. Let's see.
And then I notice Droon.
Droon, yeah.
And I don't go to the path. I just actually start going through because I was like curious, like what the heck's he doing? And I'm gonna start going through the woods.
Okay. As you're going through, like you've shoved the potatoes into your bag here. Okay.
Yeah.
And you start heading into the woods, right about there. Yeah. So right about there, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. One of the potatoes falls out. Let's see.
Fantastic.
Right about there, another one, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, falls out. They weren't packed in there really well. So you got a total of 8 potatoes.
8 potatoes. Okay, let me update this.
All right, so you get through the woods there. Go ahead and let's see. Roll a perception check for me. All right. There's a path in front of you, and you're fairly certain that Droon came down this path. You would spatially guess that this is about where he was when you saw him. But you don't see him on the trail in front of you. The trail does sort of wind through the woods a little bit, so, you can't really see straight ahead of you very far.
With me being by myself, I don't really want to be exposed on the trail, so I'd like to kind of use the forest as kind of cover.
Okay.
Moving in that direction, kind of following the trail, but I'd like to be walking through the woods as opposed to on the trail itself.
Not a problem. North side of the trail, or west or east side of the trail. There's a compass rose up here in the top of the map, so that'll kind of let you know that the west side of the trail will be
east side of the trail, so I never came all the way out to the
Okay,
path.
gotcha.
I was still on that side of the woods. I didn't want to be out on the path, so I'm kind of on the edge there now.
All right. Making your way through the woods. Why don't you roll a? Let's see. Let's go with survival. I think that's a good check for you.
Very nice.
That's a really good roll. You happen to like make your way through the trail, kind of like paralleling it and just moving right along. And right about here, you can spot what looks to be like a game trail that goes in front of you. Really small trail, like small creatures probably use this, maybe rabbits and doe or whatever like that. And you notice that the trail does cross the main path in front of you. And it does follow that kind of red squiggly line there. And then on this side of the trail, it does one of these numbers through the woods.
It's probably a few broken branches and stuff where Droon's just girth. I mean, there's like a minotaur-sized hole that just goes through the woods.
I guess I let's go ahead and do an investigation on the path to see if I can go ahead and discern if it's been heavily traveled or if any travel has been occurred on it.
Sure, yeah. Roll an investigation then for me. That sounds like a logical thing. You know, looking at this southern path here, you would surmise that this path is traversed by game. Like, no humans really use this particular path. Do you want to cross and check the other side?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go ahead and do that.
All right. With I'm going to keep that higher roll because I'm fine with that. I just know you had trepidations about being on the path and in the open, so checking with you. Looking at this path, you can make out prints in this path. Clearly, I'm gonna say that with that high of a roll, you can make out Droon's obvious like
hoof prints.
I'm not sure if Octavio wears boots. Does Octavio wear boots, Dan?
He does not.
He does not wear. So you would find like cat paw prints, fairly large size, and I think Rivik wears boots. So you would see like a set of boots, right, Rivik?
I don't know if I wear boots. Let's find out.
Okay.
Just make it up as you go along.
Yeah.
Roll for boots.
Roll for boots.
I let my claws breathe.
My picture, it doesn't really look like I'm wearing boots, but that's okay.
You could basically wear boots, but then cut holes in the front of them so that your claws stick out.
Ooh.
So it's like a boot print with little claw marks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do see like the trail of your companions kind of like along here. This does seem like they followed this trail.
That intrigues me, so I will continue on the trail.
Okay. Swap you maps here for just a minute. Hold on a moment while I grab your character and put it on the map for you. You're going to start way up over here in the corner. So eventually this trail leads deeper into the forest, and you can actually make out like a rock wall kind of forming on your left, the upper side of the map there. The path itself does widen out a little bit, and you do see that your companions' footprints have continued along this trail here.
And it's just my companion's footprints that I noticed, correct? No, nothing else.
Roll a survival check. It appears that any other footprints that were left here were probably trampled on by your companions.
Okay.
just gonna say that because they didn't really tell me, and I'm the dungeon master, so I can call that kind of information.
Well, at least they weren't brushing their footprints.
Hold on just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead. Carry on. I'm back.
Okay.
I had a delivery at my studio window. Home baked cookies.
Ooh.
Nice tall glass of milk. Delicious.
I'm on my way.
Yeah. You guys are always welcome. You know that. So, what are you gonna do? They're still warm. Excuse me.
Can I hear anything yet?
Okay. Roll a perception check.
You can hear some disembodied voice smacking its lips and enjoying some delicious cookies.
I'm sorry.
Char's
guys.
taking
smell-
all the high rolls.
I
tonight.
smell pastries.
Yeah, hopefully he continues this.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully this is a trend that continues throughout the entire session. Please.
Let's see. You hear. Jeez. Octavio, give me a sound that your character would make in battle.
Roar!
And it's echoey, and kind of like, you know, the effect of like someone screaming into a tin can. So
Okay.
that's kind of what you hear.
Telephone.
Does it sound close or distant?
With the echo play, it's kind of difficult to tell.
Okay. Like when you say echoey, is in like they're in some kind of cavern, or is it because of the walls bias?
That's a very good question. Why don't you roll a nature? Wow, your rolls are on par tonight. There,
I'm really good in the woods, especially 3 beers in.
apparently so. You suspect that it has to do with something with the rocks. Are you going to continue forward?
I'm gonna continue forward, but the noises kind of discern me, so I'd like to, if I'm able to, get some cover, instead of just tromping right into what I'm hearing.
With the high roll that you had on perception and the nature roll, I would allow you to ascertain that the sounds have come from this sort of like area over here. You can see it ahead of you. You can't fully see into it because this tree blocks your view, but you do recognize that like a valley or a gully of some sort might be ahead, and you suspect that the noises are coming from that area. If you wanted to use this tree as cover, that would provide plenty of cover for you.
Okay, I agree. Let's use the tree as cover.
Go be the best tree hugger you can be.
All right, you race over towards the tree. And kind of like creep along the wall to get a good look inside, trying to be pretty stealthy. Actually, roll a stealth for me.
Still pretty good.
I'm burning all these high rolls though, dang it. You peek around this corner here, and you see what looks to be an old campsite. Okay, you can tell that there was a campfire here at one point in time, and in the middle of the campsite seems to be a well. And realizing like the echoey sound that you heard seems to have come from probably inside that hole.
At this point, in my head, I am saying, what the heck did they do?
Okay.
And who in their right mind is going to go into a well? Obviously, I will continue on as I perceive that there is no one in this vicinity, in this thing. I don't have anybody behind me that's going to ambush.
Do a perception check. You know, looking around you, the forest itself is scarily
nice.
quiet. Almost like perhaps something lives in this area that would drive animals away from this area?
It's like unnatural quiet.
Yes, an unnatural, uneasy quiet. With that, I'm going to swap pages and music, and I'm going to want you, Tachar, to roll initiative, but not until I get to the new page, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to swap over to the pages here, and I'm going to bring up our battle fight music, and then bring up our turn order. Okay, so this would be where Tachar would roll your initiative, please.
As you can see, our rolls were fantastic.
my fight music is not playing.
Oh, hold on. Give it a second here. Maybe it was just turned down really low. How about that?
Well, it's even showing 0 out of 10, so I don't see it there. Hold on, nothing currently. It says fight.
I just had to restart it.
It's not.
Do-doom.
It's not.
Do-doom.
I can't hear it. Hold on, let me set my settings here.
Can anybody else hear it?
Oh,
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
I hear it.
Yeah,
This happened before.
I'm listening to music in my, on part of my headphones, so.
So your fight music is different than our fight music.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
It's odd as mine starts up randomly at some point.
Give me your initiative roll regardless, please.
Okay. Is my character there so I can click on him?
No. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring up Tachar here. So now I click on your token and then click on your initiative.
All right.
And then he joined us!
Welcome to the club.
Okay, gentlemen, inside the cave. If I remember correctly, just moments ago, the Oni had appeared here in this particular square and cast a devastating cone of cold, hitting all three of you in drastic order, then flew over to here on this here thing. I believe that was where we last left off.
Correct.
Okay.
His turn was over.
Alright, then that brings up Droon on your particular turn.
So, I'm like pressed up against the rock wall here, and I'm just like, I'm like bloodied and cold. There's like chunks of ice just embedded in my flesh, and I'm just like slumped against the wall. Like, this foe is far more deadly than I anticipated. We need to think strategically. We can't go running after it. First of all, I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
To heal myself for 25 points.
Okay. That removes the bloodied condition, I believe, off of you. More than half your hit points are healed back.
Yeah, because I'm at 38 now, which is...
How do you make yourself bloodied?
Oh, that's me. I do that.
Oh.
I put a little red dot on your token.
Say, wait a minute.
For you, Rivik, you jump to the right into that hole right there, okay?
I think he'd be a little bit more than bloodied if he jumped into the hole. Hey, where's Rivik? Oh, he's at work. Where does he work? Oh, in the hole.
Alright, you've done your action, Droon.
Yeah, I was wanted to make sure that was what it was. It is an action.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action. That doesn't count as a spell, though, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
It's a class ability. A classy ability.
Yeah, ha ha ha. That's probably not gonna work on it. The range is... Oh, that's way more than 30 feet. Oh, bummer.
What are you doing?
Oh, God. Ah! Don't... Such devastation. This was not my intention. self.
60 feet.
Okay, I guess as a bonus action, I will use my... Oh, jeez. I guess I will cast Branding Smite on myself.
Okay, so that your weapon begins to like glow with this radiant aura on it, and then if you hit something with it before the spell ends, then they are blinded, I believe.
Deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage, which becomes visible if it's invisible, and it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and not become invisible again. So it doesn't blind, it just does radiant damage. It's like Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
But in melee form.
Alright.
And without the advantage.
Alright. Do you want to move, or are you staying put?
I would like to move.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to move here for a second, and I'm going to look kind of in this direction.
Okay.
To see if there's any sort of cover. Like, are there any rocks that are big enough for me to take cover in case he decides to do another onslaught?
There is nothing down here except for the piles of bones and a few small rocks, but none of these particular rocks would provide you any cover whatsoever.
And is it the same looking down this way too?
Unfortunately, it is the same. These rocks here are just like slightly elevated from the actual floor itself.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to call out to Rivik and say, we can't take it head on at this distance. We need to regroup. And I'm gonna try and like, I guess, move back.
Okay.
Here, just so that I'm on the edge, but hopefully the wall gives me some cover.
Yeah, the wall will give you some cover.
Okay.
Yeah, you could stand like right there. If you need to position your token on like the corner, you can hold down the Alt key on your keyboard, and that allows you to like kind of not get it to lock to the grid.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, basically, I just want to be up against the wall so that I can look out
Like that.
if I need to. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so I am concentrating on Branding Smite for the next minute.
Yep. All right, that brings up Octavio. Octavio, you just made this growling sound, and he said, "We can't take this creature on. We have to think strategically." And your response is,
What?
I mean, do you even hear what I'm saying? Because I mean, you're raging, so.
I think that's his choice.
True. I mean, I'm assuming he's raging because he hurt himself to continue to rage.
It's true.
Yep, that's right. Let's see. Wow. Strategically. Well, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
So if I go, let's see, 5, 10. If I make it here, is there a rock path that I can climb down to make it to the path across this area?
Probably just jump down.
Yeah, you could probably jump that. If you're gonna like activate your feline agility, I would say that basically you do the whole cat just down, jumping from like the top of the dresser to the floor type of thing.
Okay. Let's see. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And let's see, what is the looking for the distance. Where's that measuring tape? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I can definitely throw a javelin at him.
For sure, you can. Yeah. So basically, you just like jump down there, kind of like run forward a couple of steps, stand up, reach behind you, grab the javelin, and chuck it right at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he's running by, I'm just like, no, Octavio, damn it! Because he's gone. I can't stop him.
Yeah. Just like the cat, you're like, oh, trying to grasp at it.
Yeah. Don't let go of my stuff.
All right.
See.
All right.
Javelin.
Oh my goodness, that's a natural 1 there, pal.
All right.
You like stand up, you grab the javelin, and you just chuck it at him. You're like, ah! And you hear Droon like call your name, so you kind of like turn, and like just the javelin, clacks down into the cavern's floor right here. Just clack, 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 clack.
At least we know how deep it is.
Yeah, I imagine like my claws kind of grasp the edge of it. I'm like, look back.
Do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
He can attack again, can't he?
Well, fortunately, to like draw a weapon is an interaction.
Yeah, that's true.
So, by rules, not necessarily, because then you could just like grab and throw unlimited ammunition, and I guess that's a broken rule.
You can throw your other weapon.
No. Oh no. I think the only other bonus action I have is if I'm in frenzy.
Yeah.
I get an additional attack if I'm in frenzy, which I'm saving, I think, for next turn.
Where's the music?
Hey, it's just really slow on your end, Tachar.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, he's not actually in combat yet, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, but I've already done my action, so I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay. All right. Cool. That brings up Rivik.
So, my understanding of the map is this space right here. These rocks are on top of each other, making almost a pathway down there.
These ones here?
Yeah.
You could probably try to climb those. Yeah, sure.
Slide down them most.
Slide down them?
Kind of like sitting on his butt and scooching.
Oh my gosh.
Like a dog across the carpet.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah.
His metal armor is like scream.
Yeah.
What do you because my movement speed will allow me to get here is where I'm trying to get to.
Just roll. Let me get an acrobatics from you for like sliding down the.
Does that count as my action?
No. This is part of your
good.
movement. This is just to see whether or not you land like on your feet or potentially like in a kneeling position. Okay.
Okay. So acrobatics.
Like if you,
Nice.
Yeah.
So with like that kind of a roll, like you would land superhero style, but be able to stand up. See, if you'd rolled really crappy, you would have landed superhero style, but had to like use the rest of your movement to stand up. See what I'm saying?
So, let me. How do you drag and do
The measurements?
measurements? Yeah.
The on the left-hand side of the thing, there's a little ruler with a circle. You click that, and then you can click and drag.
So the whole time you were jumping down those rocks, Rivet, I pictured you just yelling, "Parkour! Parkour!"
I'm actually measuring my distance between Droon and Octavio.
Oh.
Also, don't forget your little sword thingy is up here still.
Yeah, I know. I can come.
They're probably about 30 feet due to elevation. You got to get that triangle
That
math
works.
in there.
I'm gonna go ahead now that I'm down here and I'm in a little more cover than I like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mass Healing Word
Okay.
because I have that ability.
Yeah.
It is. I just have to click it, right?
I believe so. You should automatically roll if it was dropped on your character sheet.
Okay. So I'm gonna heal them both, including myself.
Right.
Because
Are you casting? Is it a first or second level spell?
It's technically it's a third level spell. It starts at spell slot spell slot's level 3.
Oh, okay.
How do you have a 3rd level spell slot?
He's 5th level, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna.
Yeah, so if you go to the section of your character sheet that says attacks and spellcasting, it says mass healing words, the very bottom one. Just click that.
Boom. At level 3.
Yeah. And then
Submit.
that means that essentially everybody in the group gets 4 healing points. Well, except for T'Char, because he's outside and you don't know he's there.
And he's also probably not hurt right now.
Correct. Now
That sucks that was a really low roll.
That's a bonus action, Rivik, so you still have an action. If you want to do it, you could cast one of your cantrips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me give me information real quick. Yeah, 60 feet, I'll cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, so the Oni has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Back to my core.
Let's see.
Wait, did I decrease my spells? Not yet. I did now.
That's a 15 on his dexterity saving throw. Or her, rather. Agatha Christie. That's the name of the...
So I just click 6. I just click.
Did that...
No, you just compare the number.
Yeah, so...
my DC, it says my DC is 14.
So then, if it meets or exceeds that number, then he takes no damage. Or it takes no damage.
So click Sacred Flame.
Well, you don't have to click it.
Oh.
Because nothing happened. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
It's all good.
We're learning the game too as we play. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes.
I'm learning to get my ass whooped.
So you
I tried to heal, guys. I really did.
You
That's
moved,
fine.
you did a bonus action, and you did an action. You're doing great.
Yeah, succeed or fail, you're maximizing your turn economy, so...
Hey, do you remember your god's name? You had it on your character sheet.
I do. I do have it on my character sheet. Give me...
It's fine.
You just call it to your god. Bruh, give me a hand here.
Tharmacool. And
Tharmacool.
actually... Tharmacool, and I have inspiration. Can I...
Can you use inspiration to re-roll healing?
No.
I would allow it. You'd get to re-roll a d4 and add 3.
So, do you guys want that?
You've
up
got
to
to
you. I'm
decide.
healing at
No,
this-
you've
at
got to
this time.
decide. It's your inspiration.
Yeah, I think I'll re-roll that healing.
Okay.
Click my inspiration to make it go away.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say
shut up.
nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Submit.
All right.
Okay.
That's much better.
So my question is, do you want to keep your number or my number? I rolled in secret.
I
If you're-
don't know what your number is.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
yeah,
It's a
make a deal.
gamble.
Don't do it. It's a bad deal. Don't do it.
I'll keep my number.
Okay. You guys get 2 more points of healing.
I was gonna say
Sweet.
that's 75 percentile right there.
Okay.
You know, his might be a 4, but
Okay.
that's only 1 extra point.
Okay. So let's move on to Char now. To Char, you can hear at least you can hear Droon yell out, "We can't take this thing. We have to fight strategically."
Yeah.
From up where you are.
I'm gonna go over to the well and look down.
I moved the map back to you, so you should have all of your abilities back, like, and all of your key points back, and all of your health back. If you don't,
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you want to move over to the hole. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. Do you have unarmored movement?
Got 40 feet is what I can do.
All right, well, 35 gets you right there, and you're looking down inside the hole. From that spot there, let me move the map back and show you that. You look down inside the well. You see it drops down about, what did I say, 20 feet, 30 feet? And then there's a little, like, puddle of water down there. And the north wall, there's actually an archway. And most of the noise seems to be coming from, like, that direction. So you might have to, like, drop down the hole. There's actually a
We have a
rope
rope.
down the hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say we left a rope up there.
Yeah. And there is a passage which would lead you eventually to here. It would cost you, like, step of the wind to probably get there in 1 turn.
Do I have that?
Yeah, so you spend 1 key point, and then you can take the dash action as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's a monk ability.
So that's what it would
cool?
take for me to get. What about if I was to allow myself to fall and use slow fall as a reaction?
You could, yeah.
Would that save me a key point?
You wouldn't be able to move any further this turn, so you would just be at the bottom of the well, unless
Yeah.
you use your action to dash.
Once I get down there,
Yeah.
and then I'd have I'd have to extra attack is what I'd be able to do after that.
Only if
That an
you're
extra
within range of the Oni or the creature, whatever's going on down there. You don't even know. You can hear your.
Let's fall down there first.
Okay.
As the reaction, I'll use my slow fall,
All right.
which is
pretty rad.
five times my
Oh.
monk level, so it'd be 25.
Yeah. So literally, like you step into this thing and you put like one hand on each side of the wall and you just drop down, and that kind of like slows you down enough.
It's like a reverse Willy Wonka's chocolate factory
Yeah.
with the fizzy drink.
It essentially puts you down at the end of the passageway. You could see a low 5-foot opening on a north side. You're standing in like a foot of water, and there is a cave that kind of winds back there just a little bit, and it opens up. The passage ahead of you is about 10 feet before it opens up into a wider area.
Okay, so then I'll use that to dash.
Do you want to use your action, or do you want to use Step of the Wind? So that I know how you're doing.
Well, if I use my action, is extra attack, is that not including the action, or do I have to attack to get an extra attack?
You have to attack to get an extra attack.
I mean, you can already see the map, and you're probably not going to be in range to attack him anyway.
Right.
Might as well
Also-
save the key point.
Also, Will, when we entered, I'm pretty sure Octavio dropped the lit stick right about here.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so it is lit.
The lit
so I
stick
can
is
see.
there.
I'll kind of it got me a little winded going down that well, so I'm just gonna kind of hang tight, and I'm just gonna yell hello,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right, I'm okay with that. That brings up the Oni here. Let's see what I can do here.
I don't want to save those key points at this point right now.
Yeah, all right, here I'll put a stick and then like. Hold on just a moment while I try. to
Stick. I got
figure
stick.
this out. 20.
It's not a gas-powered stick.
Yeah.
And 20, and we'll go like that, and like that, and like that. Okay. So that's the bright light that you guys can see off of it, and that would be the dim light that you could see off of it.
Is there supposed to be circles around the stick?
Well, that's the light cantrip. It's how much light it gives off, but if you don't want
I can't see. I'm just saying on my map, it doesn't show the circles.
Oh, well, in that case, I need to be able to make it so that you guys can see the circles. Does that help? It did not help. What in the world is going on here?
Do you have the dynamic lighting turned off?
I shouldn't have it turned off. Player permissions, general, C, standard, compact. Oh, haha! I found the setting.
There it is. Yeah, that makes much more sense.
And C, save. There we go.
Good lord.
Oh, that was.
The lit stick was an awesome idea. Trust me.
I had to find the settings. Sorry, guys. I'm still learning the thing. Okay, so the Oni is going to be all like, it looks like I'm about to have some kitty snacks. And she's going to disappear from sight.
Okay.
Droon.
Okay. So, I hear. Do we hear? Do we hear T'Char? Like, did you call out loudly throughout the tunnel?
Yeah, he said,
Okay.
hello?
Yeah. Do I recognize the voice as T'Char?
Sure, why not?
All right. I'll yell back out. T'Char! I'm not sure how you found us, but get your ass in here. We need your help. And then that's when I hear the what's her face say what she's gonna say, and I guess I'll also try and yell out, "Beware, Octavio! I think she's coming after you." Because she mentioned kitty snacks, so I'm like, okay, well, kind of gives me an idea where she's targeting, where she might be targeting.
I've
Okay.
got my axe ready.
So I have an idea. So does it take an action? Like I have to ready an action. I can't ready a bonus action, correct?
You can ready to do something. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't specifically have to be an action, but you only get to do one or the other. Like, you can ready an action, or you can ready a bonus action, but that triggers on your reaction, so you don't get to do anything else, essentially.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna look it up right now while you're talking, but I'm fine with that.
Let's see. Oh, damn it, that's concentration 2. Crap.
Concentration 2, crap.
Yeah.
Concentration, crap.
Okay. So, that has to be, that's concentration as well. Yeah, I'm pretty much, yeah, I don't have too many options.
So what are you doing?
So I'm going to...
The Banshee.
Can I... Is the spiritual weapon, is that like physically touchable? Can I interact with that, or is that like a spirit weapon that only he can control?
That's an excellent question.
Because
okay, what do you want to do?
I was gonna like take it with me when I ran down, if I could. Like I don't even want to use it. I just kind of want to take it with me because it's.
Can I just give him permission to touch it?
Well, you don't really know what I'm doing. But I don't.
I mean, what
personally,
you do? So that's not really the way the spell works as written, because there is a component to the spell that allows the caster to move it as part of the bonus action attack. So I would say for you to be able to move it, it's not possible. You could try to reach out and grab it, and it would just be like incorporeal to you.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
okay.
I would say that is not something that you can move, that only he can move.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, so I know that I have a feeling that Octavio is gonna need some help, so I'm gonna try and back him up. I think I can move 30. I think I can move 30. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to. I guess that's. Would that count? Going from the corner there to here?
No.
Okay.
We'll just call you an escort.
10.
I like how technical
15.
you guys get. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna run towards Octavio trying to get his back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of just like drop down off of here and I guess try and either roll it off or maintain my balance.
All right.
Do you have a distance weapon?
I do, but
Roll your acrobatics. Well, for you, I'd even allow like athletics to kind of like let your legs take impact of the fall, kind of thing. So go ahead, roll in athletics. I'm fine with that.
All right, it's on normal. Good.
It's always important. Athletics.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad.
You know, it's supposed to be 1d6 for 10 feet of falling, but since you purposely like prepped yourself to like prepare for that impact, I'll let it go this time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was 20, and then I'll move. Well, I guess I can't go past him. But
why not?
Well, because I want to ready myself for the attack. So if I use my action to move past him, then I won't be able to ready anything.
Okay.
So, I guess. Screw it. I'll move past him. That way I'll be right here.
Okay.
Get ready. She comes.
Okay. And you want to ready something? Is that what I understand?
If I can, I'd use my action to move some more. So
yeah,
I don't know if I can ready anything at this point.
No. You still maintain concentration on the blinding smite, branding smite, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me.
Well, I'm gonna move on to Octavia because that was your action. And...
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Get ready next turn. You don't know what's gonna happen, but try to be ready. Octavia, what do you got, buddy? What are you gonna do?
Wow. So, let's see. I guess there's no signs of this creature. And there's not really much I can do. I mean, I could ready my axe for it to appear.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any anything that I could do to possibly detect whatever this thing is moving in our direction, sounds, footprints?
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna say, kind of to put it back on you, like your party is kind of moving right this moment in time, and you want to try to find an invisible opponent. Like, how? Act that out for me. Like,
I just imagine that I'm looking at the ground. I'm looking at the ground for movement, and I have my axe ready.
Okay.
And I'm looking for dust moving or footsteps that aren't linked to anyone.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a... You have dark vision, so roll me a perception.
All right. Damn.
Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm typing a message.
No worries. Good. My turn took forever, so no worries.
Okay. There's a message to you, Octavio.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and move in that direction towards Droon.
Okay.
Like 10 feet to get on par with me.
and ready an attack.
What is your trigger?
If Droon is attacked, or if I am attacked, or if I see the Banshee thing, or
Okay.
whatever it is.
When it appears, you're going to attack it.
Yes.
Got it.
Or if it attacks us, I'm going to try to take a swing at it.
Okay, that's good enough for me. That brings up Rivik.
I'd like to. I still have. Yeah. Okay. See, what I'm worried. This wall here
Mhm.
blocks off the rest of this.
The light?
What-
Yeah.
No. I meant like this wall here. Say if I were to move here, I could not see past anything. here.
Correct.
Where I am, I can still see
Yep.
Droon and Octavio,
Uh-huh.
which, yeah.
However, think back. Remember about what happened the last time she disappeared and reappeared.
I'm trying not to LOS. Is my point.
So, I'm saying maybe you should.
What I'm worried about is if I move behind this wall, can I cast my mass healing word and still affect you two?
I mean, you could cast it now and then move.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, because...
That's true. What does it cost to move my spiritual weapon?
Bonus action.
Just a bonus action, actually.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead, because I can use one bonus action as my action, right?
No.
And then the bonus action would still apply.
No.
That's so weird.
No. They're both bonus actions specifically because you get to choose to do mass healing word or you get to move the spiritual weapon.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do mass healing word instead.
Okay. Well, you have, what, 30 feet on that? And they're at 35.
I have 60 feet on
Oh,
it actually.
alright. And you have to
Mass
be...
healing. That's why I'm concerned about moving behind the wall because I don't want to out line of sight myself.
Well, you do have to be able to see them for the spell to work, so cast it,
Exactly.
then move, so...
Exactly. That's what I was trying to avoid, was not being able to see them. Thinking like a WoW player.
Yep. Good plan.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast mass healing word,
Okay.
and that'll be my last level 3 spell slot.
Alright.
So boom.
You guys both
Okay,
gain
everybody-
5 hit points, so does Rivik.
Everybody gets 5.
And then you're going to step behind the wall.
I'm gonna step behind the wall.
Okay. You can ready an action still. if
What
you
does that
want.
entail?
So you pick like I'm going to attack when I see the Oni. I'm going to cast this spell when I see the Oni. And then it happens when the trigger of seeing the Oni happens.
Okay.
You don't have to. You could just let it go. It's okay.
Well, because I'm not going to be able to see the Oni
That's true.
if it appears anywhere in this vicinity or this vicinity.
Yeah.
Or even this vicinity. I'm not going to be able to see it anywhere in here because I've moved myself behind a wall.
Yeah.
You could basically be like, if I hear it appear, or if I hear them fighting it, then I can peek out from behind the wall, do Sacred Flame or something, and then go back behind the wall.
Unfortunately, you can't move and ready something. You can ready to move.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Okay, so yeah, there's no point then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to hide behind the wall for now.
Okay.
That's what I got.
All right. T'Char, you're up. You're about 10 feet back the hallway, and that's 10 feet minus like here. So if you use 10 feet, you want to move through the hallway, the passageway?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 10 feet gets you there pretty much, and you got full control of your character to move the rest of the place you want to. Rivik,
Nice
T'Char
to-
comes
nice.
crawling out of the tunnel.
Oh, T'Char, you're here. Thank God. Thank the gods. We're gonna need your help.
We're all gonna die.
I've exhausted healing powers.
What did you guys do?
There is a very large creature in this cavern, and it is not friendly.
Not nice.
Okay. I will move up. What do I got here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I already had used 10.
Yeah, you used 10 to get there.
9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Be careful,
Okay.
T'Char. The creature is very powerful and can cast ice spells. That's
Nice.
something I do know because it happened to me. Right.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it did. Yeah. It
From
did.
right here, can I see, or do I have to move forward one more?
You could
Do I, like,
peek
partial cover
around.
here?
Yeah, you could peek around the corner there.
But I can't ready a my bow and arrow for any
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah, you can. You only get one shot. If you ready an attack, you only get one attack. You don't get your extra attack feature.
Right. Right. Well, I usually only do that extra attack. I would assume is if I was close, anyways.
He wouldn't be able to
ready
see.
my bow. As long as I've got partial cover here, I'll ready my bow for if in a reaction to a evildoer showing up
An evildoer showing up.
Evildoer.
or appears.
An evildoer appears.
You sound more like a paladin than I do.
Well, the reason he's using the word evildoer is because I didn't tell him what kind of creature it was because I don't
Oh.
know.
Okay, fine. In character. I'll ready my bow. If some bad guy shows up, okay?
A drunken archer. This is gonna end well.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before I do this, let's go ahead and take a swig. Where's my thing? Where are you at?
Some liquid
Some
courage. in you.
Fire. It's some fire juice, didn't I? Where'd it go? Yeah. Here we go. Fire whiskey.
Fire
I'm
with
gonna, I'm gonna take a little swig on my fire whiskey.
liquid courage. Your hands stop shaking so much.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
And I look back at Rivet and I say, "Let's do this."
Burp.
So.
All right, Riddick. Let's burp. Do this.
So. Octavio
style.
and Droon have moved up. You have both readied your weapons to attack this horrendous female should she appear in front of you. When fractions of a second later, Octavio, you feel the fur on the top of your head. Do one of those numbers. Agatha appears in front of Rivik.
I knew it.
No!
Loose your bow and arrow. Unfortunately, because she's within melee range, you're going to have a disadvantaged shot, but you still get your shot. Because an evildoer did appear directly underneath this overpass. She's standing there. Looked like she was getting ready to basically devour Rivik's soul.
Oh, she's up on top,
No, she's down on the ground.
underneath.
So
Yeah.
she's under
I'm-
the overpass.
Yeah.
I'm in mid swig of my flask.
Yeah.
You just spit it all.
Crap!
It's like.
All right. Yeah. Holy crap! Obviously, I'd be disadvantaged. It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Rivik, for the smell. All right. Let's see what happens here.
It's all the starch in your diet.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
obvious.
You like basically fumble the arrow, get it into your bow, and like clang off of the ground, crack. But she's going to. I mean, she's got this massive-looking, like long weapon in her hand, and she just brings that thing down towards you, and in like an overhead swing. That is a 16 to hit you. Does that hit you?
Beats me out.
That is going to be 16 points of slashing damage from her attack. She whips it around and then like tries to skewer you with it with her second attack. That's a 24 to hit you, and that's an additional 16 points of damage. Welcome to the party, pal.
That's 32 points of damage.
Let me see something here.
Okay. Cool.
I only got deflect missiles. She's
Yeah.
not throwing missiles at me.
No, she's throwing a full-on like
All right.
glaive
Onslaught.
at you. But that does bring up Droon, as that is her full action. Unfortunately, your ready to tax didn't go off because she decided to go get the healer, but there was another person in her way. She wasn't expecting this person. I don't recognize you, my pretty. You look tasty.
I don't taste that good.
You smell fermented.
Yes, I agree with that.
Perhaps Agatha will get drunk now.
If you eat me, yes.
So as she's having this riveting diatribe with the two of these guys, I'm charging up behind her, and I'm just like, "Ugh! The only thing you're gonna get drunk on is my steel!" And he's
Oh,
bring
nice!
his
Is
weapon.
there advantage because he's coming up behind?
Unfortunately, flanking rules is not something I use.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Convenient. I was kidding.
Remember that if I applied the rule, it would apply to you guys too.
That's very true.
Truth.
Very, very true.
So,
Okay.
Double-edged sword.
So, all right. So prepare yourself because there might be a little bit of stacking going on here.
oh gosh.
So first attack, I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna swing with all of my might. And I'm gonna roll my great axe. Hold on, the turn order is not. Okay, so before you reveal,
Okay.
I am going to use my. Where is it?
Channel Divinity.
Yes, because I didn't get to do it the last time I wanted to do it.
Okay. Channel Divinity
Adds 10 to my
adds
roll.
plus 10 to your roll.
Correct.
And who is your particular deity?
I don't think I have one.
You don't have one.
Uh-oh.
You are a paladin of conquest, though, are you not?
Yes,
Okay.
my deity is strength, so
All right.
I guess.
The only thing you'll taste is my steel. And
Yeah.
with that, the gleam of your blade shines a bit brighter as it connects with the Oni. A successful 22 plus 10 will hit just about anything in the game, practically. So.
All right, so okay, I gotta remember stuff now because I had the branding smite.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's do your great axe damage. Let's take care of that part. Step
Okay.
1.
Noise.
Yeah, it's going to be 13
Like
points
it.
of slashing from this
Yeah.
particular weapon. Awesome job. Okay, then you have your branding smite. Once you read that off, or
Yeah, so it's gonna deal an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which it's not invisible, so it doesn't matter. But it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends. So even though I have used up the next strike,
yeah,
so I won't do any extra damage after this hit, it will stay lit. The
Pick a
creature will
color.
until. Let's do. Let's do like a holy light. Why not? Like radiant, kind of like a whitish yellow.
okay, I got this one. Looks like P. Just kidding.
It works. He's pissed
There,
off now.
There you go. Now it's radiating a dim light and 5-foot aura. All right,
Okay.
so roll your additional 2d6 radiant damage.
Would you allow me to come? Because I would also like to do my
Smite.
another smite,
My
my paladin smite.
first level or second level?
It's gonna be first level.
Then yeah, so that would be 2d8 plus
Two.
2d6.
Mm-hmm. Can I do all that in one go?
Yeah.
One code.
Yeah,
Okay.
just roll 2d8 plus 2d6, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Try that. See what happens.
Turn another 13.
Another
points.
13 points damage to it.
Yep. Of radiant,
Oh,
if
great.
that makes any difference.
It might.
Let's see.
You do have the extra attack feature, so
Yes.
because you moved up to it, you get to attack again.
Yep. And so I'll go ahead and roll great axe again. Natural 20!
Oh no! Now where's your smite?
Oh my god. What's that?
So now that was the smite. Should have been on this one.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I can still do it.
If you got the spell slots.
I do.
Oh gosh, look out.
So let's go ahead and do the great axe damage. Will it automatically double it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it doubles the smite damage though.
No, I could just double the total.
I can actually roll that 1. Because I have the great weapon fighting style.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So roll a d12.
Yep. So that's going to be a 5 plus roll 1d12. 5. So 10.
So 10 plus your strength. Which is 5.
5.
So that's going to be 15 total.
And okay. Yeah. And then I was going to use another smite on it.
Yep.
So I'll roll 2d8.
And then I'm just going to double whatever you roll into 2d8. Jeez, criminy.
Yeah!
22.
Yeah, buddy.
She is now bloodied and not looking good with that particular massive hit.
So, and then with that, I'm going to call out to my compatriots, and because she is underneath the overpass, and we are flanking her on either side, and I'm going to say, quickly, while she's trapped beneath the overhang, destroy this foul creature.
Okay. Which brings up the man of the hour with his cat-like senses and his cat-like humor.
Yeah.
What is Octavio gonna do about this?
Oh god, I imagine that I'm just like standing there in the darkness, like, come on, like, and then like Drew runs off before I'm ready, and I'm like, look back, and I'm like, and, like lift my axe and run this way.
Okay.
And I am going to frenzy.
Okay. Are you gonna go reckless?
Yes, I'm going to go reckless.
All right.
Yeah, do all the damage you can.
So roll with advantage first.
Sorry, my turn took so long.
No,
There's
it's
a lot of
okay.
extra
No,
rolling.
dude, it's a good thing.
So the first thing around there, Octavio, you run up and your blade catches the wall as you bring your axe around, and it scrapes just enough to barely miss the back of the Oni. But
Dang.
you whip the blade around, and you're gonna make your second attack with it.
All right,
Screaming your cat-like rage in its face.
come on, baby.
We're all gonna have tinnitus after this fight.
The second time around, you're gonna definitely hit this monster in the back. So roll your rage axe damage. 14 points of slashing damage. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
And
all right, go ahead.
okay,
You could say we're axing her too many questions.
and then since I'm in frenzy, I will bonus action attack again.
Yep. Oh, the next one around, you're gonna go ahead and just like
Dirty.
uppercut it, like.
Yeah.
Roll your damage on this rage axe. You run up to her. Your first great axe swing scrapes the wall and like gives her just enough clearance to avoid your deadly axe blow. You bring it back around, chopping like into a tree, into the trunk of this foul creature. She screams out, "Ah!" Then you uppercut, bringing the axe up, splitting the tree in two, cleaving the beast from the plane of existence.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh man, I got some Silent Hill vibes from that last
I'm gonna be
finisher.
Here's your kitty snacks.
Yes!
You're just in
Yes!
time.
Yeah.
Tractor for you.
Yes! Here's your kitty snack. one half of Agatha falls into this pit. No, the other half falling into this pit. Yeah, I melted.
Oh my god. So like, we're just gonna. I was gonna stand there at the looking into the abyss, just like, damn! I wanted to keep her head as a trophy.
Since combat's over, the spiritual weapon can go away.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my thing will. Well, actually, do her pieces still glow all the way down?
They glow all the way down, and you realize that they fall into water and then start sinking out of sight.
Okay.
I start calming down. I'm like, oh.
I'm gonna take a minute and use one of my spells to heal Tachar.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Here, time just to go ahead and distract her long enough so you can come up behind.
I'm like, oh, Tachar, you made it. We went looking for trouble and we found it.
Can I just click healing word and
Yeah.
that's on Tachar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went looking for potatoes and I found them too.
There you go, Tachar. I healed you for 5.
Excellent. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how badly wounded does Octavio look?
Oh, Octavio's good.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of staunch my wounds, start plucking out all the ice chunks out of my flesh, and then I'll cast a cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Which is it's 1d8 plus my wisdom, correct?
Charisma for you.
Oh yeah, charisma. Duh. 1d8 plus was it 3? I think it's 3.
I don't know, whatever your charisma
Nice.
modifier is.
It is 3, so I heal for 9.
You have defeated the Oni that was appearing to the travelers that would come pray to the tracking god.
Well, I guess I'll come over the underpass, or come under the overpass. Dude. And I'll kind of give Tachar a slap on the shoulder, and say, "Yeah, perfect timing. You definitely distracted her long enough for us to land the telling blow."
Yeah, strategic.
I look over at Rivik and I'm like, huh? It's strategic.
Right?
Little did he know, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my last first level spell, Cure Wounds, on Tachar. He looks pretty banged up too.
Yeah, I am.
1d8 plus 3. Oh, you heal for 10.
Sweet.
Feeling a little better now, Tachar?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm about 3/4 of the way.
Nice. It's good.
Well, now that we know what happened to the adventuring party, we can return back to town and tell them what happened. I suggest we do so quickly before we find any other sources of trouble.
Tachar, why don't
I
you
agree with
roll
Tarun.
a nature for me, Tachar? You've been rolling really well. Maybe this will pan out for you. Ask and you shall receive. One moment, please. I've got to type a message to Tachar.
Oh God.
Let's not forget that lit stick, because it was very helpful.
Yeah.
That stick might just become a new part of my inventory.
Isn't it just a stick that you cast light on?
It is.
You could literally cast light on anything. You don't need a stick.
But it's funnier if it's a lit stick.
That's true.
It's true. It's the new running joke.
Yeah.
The lit stick.
gonna have like a special holster installed on your bag. You don't even need a holster. You can just stick it in the bag.
Doesn't the... Oh, where was it? Let me see that bag.
Did I give you the backpack, or do
I have the Heward's heavy handy sack, and it does have a from the picture, it looks like it can holster a weapon.
Cool. Just shove your little lit stick in there.
I'm gonna shove the lit stick in there.
It's just gonna look like a normal stick. People are like, "What the heck is that thing for?" And then you just touch it and make light. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell people this saved us in a very dire moment.
Your lucky
I'm gonna
lit stick.
go and investigate those bones.
Okay.
We already did that, but yeah.
Oh, you already did that?
In character, he's saying that.
Oh.
But yes, like when we came in here,
Checked everything out.
well,
Yeah.
we attempted to check.
You attempted to check
Yes.
successfully.
I mean, we don't know. We didn't roll very well for anything,
Okay,
except for those
I-
last attacks.
I am going to go ahead and investigate those bones to see if there's anything there
All
worth
right.
keeping.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at them.
Yeah, you guys
Yep,
were
those
busy
bones.
looking at the bones and like realized that they had like teeth marks in them.
Yeah, I was gonna
and what
say
type of bones they were. So go ahead and roll an investigation, Tachar. Maybe this will pan out in your favor too.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
You know, you're looking through this, and this area looks like probably the discarded bits and pieces.
Okay. That's all. Both those piles, or one or the other?
Yeah, yeah. It's essentially just a massive pile of bones right there.
Is there like a? I mean, this is a fairly large area.
Looking around, you can see that this is a ramp that heads up. This is a ramp that heads up. There does seem to be a cave up here and another cave up here, where the bridge itself crossed over to.
I'll come up. Where did the Oni come out from? Where did it first appear?
We met her as an old lady,
Oh,
an old woman up in the farthest cave at the upper reaches. She tried to, I'm assuming, poison us with tea, and we weren't having any of that. So she revealed her true nature, much to our surprise.
Oh, you thought that was poison. That makes sense. I thought you just didn't like tea.
No. We come down into a seemingly abandoned cave, find an elderly woman with no obvious source of food, with piles of bones everywhere.
And she was pushing that tea real
And
hard.
She was trying to sell us on that tea extremely hard, and so she was obviously lying.
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't trust her either.
Sure. Uh-huh. I didn't trust her either.
Mm.
There's another
For sure.
message for you
Yep.
there, Tachar.
yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Should I be concerned?
I'm gonna
Are you
walk
asking
over.
me?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
it's just
Can I
things
do
that
a-
your character would know about this. Okay,
Okay.
that's
This
more than
type
what
of
I'm.
individual.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception of the area to just kind of see or get an idea of where, if they were stashing something, and would be possibly be at?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception. Looking around, at least down through here, you're pretty certain that the creature wouldn't have hidden anything. What you know about this creature would be more than likely either A, where they would sleep, or B, someplace extremely well hidden.
I'll come up to this area here then.
Okay.
Where it was initially.
Here, I'll throw the lit stick at Rivik.
For a second, he went up to the lipstick.
Yeah. Watch the nipples.
All right. Now that you're up here, Tachar, do you want to like investigate the area? Do you want to try to like perceive where she might have hidden something?
I would like to perceive where she might have hidden something to see if I see anything out of place or
Okay.
or
Go ahead and roll
anything
a
odd-looking.
perception then.
God
go.
damn.
Looking around, you see that right here, in this corner, these rocks here, the ones on top look like there's no dust on them.
Okay.
So that kind of sets you off a bit, and so you walk over and you grab the top rock and you lift it off of the pile, and you see that there is sort of an area that has been dug into the wall itself, and there is a pile of goods inside this little hole there.
I yell back to everybody because I'm not necessarily a hoarder. I found something.
Did you now? We'll be along shortly.
Okay. I start digging through that stuff, Will, while they're on their way up to see what it is.
You pull out a crystal vial about that tall, and it has some sort of like red, bubbly liquid inside of it.
Can I, what would that be?
You could try Arcana.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
I know.
You pull the stopper off of it. You take your like pinky finger, you stick it in there, and you're like, "Ooh, that's a healing potion.
Ooh.
But that's a stronger healing potion than normal.
Ew.
That'd be
Since I have
greater
zero healing
that is
stuff, I'm gonna hold on to that.
That's a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Damn.
As you're digging through there, you see something shiny kind of like shoved way in the back, and it looks pretty big. You're probably going to have to move most of these rocks to get whatever that is out.
Okay.
Will,
Yeah.
you can remove the lit stick as I've RP'd it into a holster and
Boom. There.
yeah.
There you go.
That way it's not screaming across the map.
Do you want me to roll something to move the rocks?
No, it's just going to take a little bit to dig it out. As you're digging this thing out, you grab a bag, and it's got some gems in it. And just kind of set that aside. You grab another bag, and it's got a mixed collection of coinage in it. It takes you like 5 minutes to dig all the rocks that were kind of piled on top of this thing. You pull out what appears to be a piece of armor.
Ooh.
On this piece of armor, you can see motifs of mountainsides. It's pretty large, but it's extremely lightweight. Like, you pick it up, and it's really like, wow, this is pretty light for armor.
But my character goes without, doesn't it?
You do have the ability to wear armor, but you lose a lot of your monk abilities should you don it.
Friggin' Rivik walks up and sees the armor and squeeze.
Right. Who can benefit from armor right now?
Well, since it's rather large armor, I would say that Droon is the most beneficial person for the...
Because you're a monk, Octavio's a barbarian, so I think he also does the unarmored stuff, doesn't he?
I do. I don't wear armor.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one who wears plate, like the heavy stuff.
Well, this is light.
I currently wear
True.
scale mail. So.
Yeah, I guess we both wear armor.
What type of armor do you wear, Droon?
I'm currently wearing chainmail. Just
Chainmail. Okay.
starter stuff.
All right. Taking a look at this particular piece of equipment, looking at yourself and looking at Rivik, you're pretty certain that it would fit either one of you.
Well, let's make this
It'd be a little bit loose on Rivik, and it would be pretty nice for you. But
You guys want to roll for it?
But it is only a breastplate.
Okay.
So you guys want to roll for it?
Sure, we'll just do a D100. And
So
call it good.
Hang on a second. Just so you guys have all of the information. A breastplate offers armor class 14 with dexterity modifier maximum of 2. So if you have a +2 to your dexterity, that gives you an armor class of 16 wearing this breastplate.
I already have an armor class of 18.
And I'm
Yeah.
at 17.
So
Well, 17's with what, Jarrett? You wear chainmail?
Yeah, which is a 16, and then I think it does 1 with dexterity, doesn't it?
Nope, it's the +1 from Rivik's magic armor.
Oh, right. Okay.
What's your dexterity modifier?
1.
So you
So
would
it would
have
go down to 15.
Yeah, it would go down to a 15. But the metal is so light that you're fairly certain that you could wear this and have the advantage of stealth rolls while wearing it. Rivik, you walk up and you realize the metal that this thing is made of is the same metal that Foehammer had you first start with.
oh crap.
Would I... well, I'll give him a chance to know what it is before... I know what it is as a player. I already know, but I want to... Like, if his character wants to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, you know? I want to give him that opportunity.
Sure. Character development?
The mountain motif, though, that's I don't know if that means anything in particular to either one of our characters.
Rivik, taking a look at this particular thing.
How do you spell Tribor? Is it just Groiboar?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm typing something out.
I see that.
Okay.
T'Chara, as you're going through these coins and gems, I can continue with those as he's typing his thing here.
Okay.
Hold on, I lost the page. Dang it. I had the page just a moment ago. There you are. You find a gem that's transparent, watery gold. You believe that this would probably be a chunk of amber.
I'll at least me as a I don't know what that would mean.
You can roll a investigation to see if you can figure out how much you might be able to get for it. You suspect this particular gem would at least bring you 100 gold pieces.
All right. I'll hold on to the amber piece. What other ones are in there?
There is a transparent yellow-green type of gem. Chrysobel. That one itself would get you about another 100 gold pieces. Looking.
You said the amber one was how much?
100. Yeah. And the next one is a Chrysobel. It's transparent yellow-green. Looking inside the bag, you see 3 more gems of similar size and shape.
Similar size, shape, and color?
No, there's a pearl in there. It's a lustrous white pearl worth about 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
A transparent pale green or a tourmaline worth 100 gold pieces. And a piece of garnet, which is transparent red, worth 100 gold pieces. So there's like 5 total gems. Amber.
I'll take the amber and that last one,
okay.
And then I will give each of everybody else one of those.
Okay.
Cool. That's very generous of you.
Yeah. So you guys get. So you've got an amber and a garnet worth 100 gold pieces. There's a Charis Bell, which is gold green or yellow green. A pearl and a tourmaline, which is pale green. Who wants what? Or if you could just write down 100 gold piece gem if you don't care what it looks like.
Okay.
That's your choice.
And that's under equipment.
Treasure. Or,
Go into your bio under treasure at the bottom.
100.
Yeah, 1 gem.
I just put it on underneath the bio.
Yeah, that's fine. There's approximately 200 copper pieces.
What say ye to 1 copper piece?
There's about 400 silver pieces.
Wow.
In total. And 700 gold pieces.
Woo!
A lot of money there, dude.
So, do we want to split it up now, or do we want to just, like, have it written down as party treasure and split it up later?
Yeah, that's fine.
There was 2 options, and he goes, "Yeah, that's fine."
I would say go. I was gonna say split it up now.
it's fine to split it up later or now. I don't know.
Because I know we kind of did a pact with each other to split it up evenly, but because one of our members is not actually here right now, I figured it would be better just to kind of hang on to everything in one spot and split it up later.
Well, and that's why I also took 2 of those gems, because I plan on giving 1 to her. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a little concerned that if you keep all that money to yourself, you might get robbed in your sleep by said other character.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
he comes back and is like, "Man, this guy's loaded."
Yeah. So there's another potion bottle there as well.
Okay.
So.
Am I going to Arcana that one?
Do you want to try to Arcana it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Worked well the last time.
Roll your Arcana.
Humana.
This one, you have no idea, but there is a large-ish object floating in the liquid. It's transparent liquid that has something floating in it.
Does anybody have a good Arcana number? Mine is horrible. Anyways.
My Arcana's 2.
See, you guys do
0.
need the bard. See?
I mean, we do.
I've got a negative.
We're not saying
1.
we don't need her. We're saying
don't
we are
trust her.
afraid of her tendencies.
You
We don't
have a
trust her.
cleric that has Identify as a ritual, don't you? Or do you have that prepared?
I think I do. Give me a second. Identify is one of my...
Should
Yeah,
be domain
Identify
spells.
is one of my domain spells.
Yeah. So
I just turn around and say, "Does anybody know what this is?"
I'll go ahead and cast Identify then.
you don't want to do it as a ritual. You just want to do it as a cast. That's fine. No problem.
What's the difference between a ritual and a cast?
Just takes time. Cast, I think, uses a point.
Yeah. So casting a spell takes a spell slot from your available spell slots. Casting as a ritual takes like 11 minutes, but it doesn't consume a spell slot.
Okay, then I'll do it as a ritual.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and declare that if you guys want, during this time frame of splitting up treasure and taking a look at things, you guys can receive the benefits of a short rest, essentially allowing you to use your hit dice, and anything that comes back on a short rest you would also get back. I'm going to whisper the results of this particular potion to Rivik.
Do we want to keep party that stuff? I can write it in some other thing here as party treasure.
I'm doing it in my bio right now.
Okay, and we'll split it up then when she rejoins us.
Yeah.
Okay.
1d12 or 10, excuse me. Plus.
So how do hit dice work? Do we just click hit dice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's perfect.
Holy sh! Damn, I overhealed myself.
I get 8 points back, and I decrease the number of hit dice I have, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you all, yeah.
There we go.
You
Puts me
can
more than half of my health back. So.
You can use more than one hit die, right?
Yes.
Yeah, up to your total.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll go ahead and do it again. Another 8. That works.
I kind of regret using my spell slots to heal us now.
It's okay. I mean,
So you got the 700 gold and
Yeah, I'm trying to
Was
type
it
that out right now.
200 copper. Drew?
Yeah, it was 200 copper, 200 CP, and it was 700, or it was, what, 500 silver?
400 silver.
400 silver.
400 silver.
700 GP.
So, can I reveal the information you just gave to me to everybody?
Try to do so creatively is my challenge to you as a player.
Alright.
I've got to try to challenge my players just a little bit. Okay?
I know you want me to RP. That's what you're asking.
Maybe.
And I'm trying.
Here's an opportunity. This is an opportunity.
Just don't say drink it and see what happens.
Forsooth, this ye old potion be badass.
You don't have to say that either.
No.
If you can handle the fire whiskey, you can go ahead and handle that.
But yes, you can reveal the information. Go ahead.
I'll type it out.
You don't have to type it out. Don't be embarrassed. Just say it the way you would say it normally. It's fine.
As Rivik inspects the potion, he has identified it as a potion of giant strength. Realizing what this potion is capable of, he walks up to Octavio and holds it out to him. I think you would benefit most from this.
I'll take it, and I'm like,
But don't drink it now.
Use it wisely.
Use it wisely. Yeah, there you go.
You say that to the barbarian, and I kind of just like look at Ribbit quizzically, and I'm like, you know, he's not very wise, right?
I imagine I had it to my lips before you said that. I'm like, don't take it.
Wait.
Now.
Wait.
Oh,
Save
what?
it.
All
It's
right.
it's big boom boom smash juice. Drink it when you want to smash things hard.
Big boom boom smash you.
How would I reveal the effects of the potion to,
You
to
could
a
just
player?
you could say that, or if you're feeling creative, I would go essentially something along the lines of, "Boy, this will make you as strong as a fire giant for about an hour."
Okay.
Kind of envious, actually.
I know you are, but
No, it's fine.
you
I'm
have
trying to-
all those smites and divine and like all that stuff that lets
Yeah.
you stack a bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
He would benefit most from this potion.
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a potion.
But I want
Oh, good.
Char, are you okay with me giving this to Octavio since you are the one who discovered it?
Yeah, that's good. I got the potion of healing. I don't need
I
potion
thought
of
that was
strength. I
poison.
have fire whiskey.
Like,
He
I
has
kind
his
of perk up,
potion.
and I'm like, what potion of healing?
Oh, I thought you guys saw what I had. I'm not trying to hide anything.
I
Trust
thought
me.
you found the poison.
Octavio, by imbibing this potion, great word,
Yes.
imbibing this potion, it'll make you as powerful as a fire giant for an hour.
I put
That
in
sounds awesome.
to Char in your journal now. I've put potion of healing. Yours is a potion of extra healing. Okay, so
In
there's
my journal.
yeah, in your journal there should be a potion of healing now, and there's a chart on there that tells you like what each potion does. Greater healing is
when
what
you-
you have.
When you say journal,
It's the same place as your character sheet.
okay, I'm on there. And
Okay.
is it? Do I just? Oh, there's the bio. See, I've been putting everything underneath my my items.
That's fine. You can do that too. I'm just assigning this to your character so that you know what that item does if you need to know. I did the same.
Is it on my core? Is it on the core one?
No. Okay, so close your character sheet.
Close it?
Close your character sheet. So you should have like your character sheet and then like everything that all the pictures that I've revealed to you.
I see it now. Yeah, underneath magic items.
Yes. And I assigned the potion of giant strength under Dan's journal, and it's got the chart there, and it says fire giant gives you a strength of. That way you can look that up at your leisure. Okay? You guys just annotate which potion it is. T'Char, you have a potion of greater healing. Octavia, you have a potion of giant strength. You guys also found a piece of armor with some mystical properties. Suggestion was brought to bring it back to Foehammer to see what it was or who it belonged to.
Correct.
With that, though, it is 7:45, so it is time for our mid-game break. So I'm just going to suggest that we take that, and when we come back up, we can pick up where we left off, okay? So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes, but no time will pass. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Whatever. You know how it works. Yeah. If you've been watching this show, you know how it works. And just like that, no time passed for you at home, but we got an extra long break in here in the studio. We had some chit-chatting and some social interaction, which is exactly part of Dungeons & Dragons. And one of the whole main reasons why we play this game is to have social interactions with our friends and compatriots. Unless, of course, you're some people that D&D crack, but like me, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, social interaction must be purged.
Only if it's done in RP.
Yeah.
You have to stay in character to interact socially. So the party found some wonderful treasure after defeating the Oni. Information was given to T'Char. Do you want to share anything about that creature with the party? Like the bits of information that your character found out, or knows, rather.
Wait, what's that?
About the Oni, the creature that everybody was fighting. Do you want to share any of that information with the rest of the party? While you guys are walking back to town, heading out of the stinking hole?
The short interactions that I did have with that creature, mainly brief, interrupted my drinking. But it is a type of giant. It can morph into different creatures or people. The reason why I knew kind of look around was because I also know these types of creatures hoard things that they have taken from the travelers that they've eaten. So probably that is why you guys noticed that she was an older woman that turned into the beast that attacked us.
What kind of giant can do that?
A type of giant.
That one.
That's as far as I know. I wasn't paying attention when they told me this.
You slept through giant school too, huh?
Necessarily slept. I was awake, just not all aware.
You guys make it out of the path and back onto the main path and back towards the Six Windows, which is the really decrepit haunted house looking rooming house is what it's called here in the town of Triboar. And then as you are passing by this one here, this is the building that had all the lewd phrases that was painted onto the planks covering the doors and windows. Tall weeds have the building surrounded. There is a sign that has fallen into the yard, and it's kind of half covered, but you can see that there's a frog on the sign.
A frog?
A frog, yes.
Just like a normal frog?
From where you're standing on the road, yes, it looks like a normal frog.
Okay.
Do you want to take a look closer, or do you just want to keep going?
I mean,
I want to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably think it's dinner.
Octavia, you walk over and you realize like the lower half of the sign has been covered by the weeds, so you grab them, you push them out of the way, and it looks like a frog with some icicles on it.
Frog with some icicles. So like an ice frog?
Yeah.
And is the frog moving? Does it appear
No,
to be...
it's painted on the sign.
Oh, it's painted. Okay, I'm sorry. Any words on the sign?
There are some words, but they're like really decrepit and like on the part of the sign that it seems to have been in the ground for the most part.
Okay, so I can't make it out, basically.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
Well, is this supposed to be some kind of eerie ghost town with this kind of music?
Oh, I didn't even change my music back.
Wow.
Good catch. With that, you could make it out that like the letters would make out the frost-touched frog.
What you looking at there?
It
Octavio?
says the frost-touched frog. I wonder if it has
Ian or something?
I mean, I wonder if it has something to do with like the like mean, crazy thing we just killed.
Did we hear anything about this place from any of the other people we talked to?
You really only talked to the Lord Protector, and then you talked to Narth and Alestria.
And the dude the dude who has a dream.
Yeah, the guy that runs the troll over here, and Bowhammer over here, and there wasn't really many other interactions. So no, you really haven't. Nobody said anything because you really haven't talked.
Okay.
To anyone, so.
Well, we can go back to what's her name, Darathara.
Darthara. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Darathara.
I have her listed in here somewhere. Darathra,
and receive our reward for finding the adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I guess that's fair. Or we could go check out what this place is.
I mean, if you want to. Does it look? It looks run down. Like nobody owns or is currently running the place.
It looks like all the windows are broken out of like the upper floor. There are boards nailed over every other window on the ground floor. The weeds are at least half as tall as Octavio. They're lewd phrases painted all over the doors and windows. This place looks like it's been ransacked.
For all we know, it could be this could be a monster house possessed by a lust demon.
It's probably the sister of the.
Thank you for ideas. Let me take notes right now.
There you go. Yeah.
House possessed by demons. Okay. Does anybody want to go in? Not now, right?
I mean,
not really.
I mean, technically, won't this be the first official time we've gone out and done something and gotten paid for it?
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to get that that dopamine reward. I mean,
So somebody hired you guys to go up to this well?
No. We were hired to find an adventurer, a ranger who had lost their way in the woods, and technically we found them.
They were just no longer alive.
Basically.
Them and the adventurers that went looking for him are all back there in that bone pile.
we would assume, because there wasn't really anything to identify any bodies in particular, but we did notice footprints around the campsite and on the trails that led into the well. So we knew that at least somebody had been abducted by that creature.
Actually, that's a good point. Like, is she gonna believe us that we went there? Because we didn't really.
Did you find anything on that person's whatever body that you could?
We found a breastplate.
Was that his breastplate?
We don't know.
We don't know. Again,
Oh.
these are things we could learn from possibly Bowhammer, who.
Well, just don't let her take it.
Well, she seems to respect me at least, so maybe I can talk with her.
I can stumble in there.
I'm waiting. I can just imagine. I can imagine you doing that, and then she just all of a sudden, you just get knocked back out of the office because she just roundhouse kicks you. Just whack.
She got no time for your drunk ass.
Yeah.
She didn't even know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
I
I mean,
realize
hey, if you
also it's
want it-
getting towards evening time, towards nighttime. You'd suggest that it's gonna be probably dinner time, and then like most of the stores around here are probably gonna start closing up for like personal business. The marketplace is slowly emptying up. It looks like most of the merchants are like packing up their wares to go home for the day.
Well, we should talk with her quickly before it gets to be too late.
Well, while you guys take care of that, I'm gonna go and purchase some arrows if that's all right.
Mm.
I mean, she doesn't even know who I am.
Yeah.
You need to go if you can get to a market soon enough. Yeah, go for it.
Do you guys have any recommendations of where he might go to purchase arrows?
There was an armor over here.
The
I forget what the
lion's
name-
share.
Yeah. The lady there was very generous. Once we gave her the news of her ex-husband's untimely death.
Oh, that's the woman that you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not Narth. Narth is not the person, but the woman is in there in the back.
Okay.
Alright, so as T'Char wanders off to go buy some arrows.
I'm gonna hand. I don't know whether if I was carrying the breastplate or if whoever else was, but I'm just pretending that I was carrying it, and I'm just gonna kind of thrust it at Rivik and say, "Go. Maybe you should go take this to your forge friend. See what he has to say about it."
That's not a bad idea. As I suggested earlier, he might know who it belonged to. So now I'm gonna take Frivik and haul his ass up the road.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start with Drew now that the party is split up.
Again.
My plan always works.
Yep.
Alright.
So I'll go ahead and knock on the door once more for like the 4th time today.
She looks like she's in the process of like cleaning up for the day.
Okay.
But as she turns around, she's all like, hi. Drew, right?
Very good. Yes.
Well, I have a way with names. What can I do for you?
Well,
God, you look like you've been through hell.
in a manner of speaking, yes. We tracked.
Did you fall down a well?
Suggests he knows something.
We in fact, we did journey down a well deep in the woods.
What?
Where we had seemingly tracked a number of people to that location. There was camps set up that seemed to be fresh. We didn't see any sign of any living people, but we did encounter quite the monster down inside a hidden cavern at the bottom of the well.
Well, Garon's Slumber has always been sort of a local hangout spot for druids and rangers and people kind of wanting to bond with nature. That's one of the laws that basically there's no hunting there and no trees are chopped down. And you say there was a creature living there?
Yes. And in fact, you could say that the people that were camping there got closer to nature than anyone could.
What do you mean?
We found nothing but bones in the cavern.
Oh dear. Well, that would
We
explain a lot. Like, that would explain the adventuring party looking for their ranger friend. And wow.
we were unable to confirm whether the ranger or his compatriots were among the deceased
Oh well,
because there was
his
nothing but
compatriots
bones.
they left a reward and they left town.
Oh, well, lucky for them, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I guess he has a he had a tendency. I guess it's safe to assume, I suppose, that he probably got eaten. What type of a creature was it?
It was a creature I have never seen before, but one of my compatriots said it was some manner of giant that could change its shape. It came to us in the form of an old woman before transforming into some sort of Oni spirit.
An Oni? Oh, jeez. No wonder. Yes, you see, Onis are able to change their shape into essentially anything that they want to be, so it probably just changed itself into something that would lure a false sense of security into the individuals that came to stay in the woods, and since they were alone, probably made them really easy prey for it.
Yes.
Were you able to eliminate it?
Yes, with extreme prejudice.
Well, that is some very good news. I think. Well, had I known that there was an Oni living in the woods so close to town, I think I would have tried a little bit harder to, seek it out. But I really appreciate the fact that you guys did it. I'm gonna say that they probably lost their party member friends, so the reward is yours.
Well, so I will gladly take it, and thank you for your patience in this matter, and we'll be sure to come to you again if there's any.
I appreciate
business.
that. Will you be staying in town?
More than likely, yes.
Oh, do you have a place to stay?
You know, I don't think so. I don't think we've scouted out the best inn for the night.
Can
we
I
met.
make a recommendation then, perhaps?
Of course.
I would say she kind of steps out to the front and she points off to the east down this road. She says, if you go down this road a ways, you should come across the North Shield House. It's a fine local inn, stately, clean, and quiet. The proprietor, Urgorla, just let her know that I sent you. She's a retired adventurer herself, so I think that would be a best place. I would stay away from Six Windows, and I would probably stay away from the Everwavering House. So that's my recommendation to you.
Just out of curiosity's sake.
Yes.
What has tarnished those other two establishments' reputations so?
Well, Six Windows, the proprietor is, well, batshit crazy. She screams at her guests. Guests have reported to me that she makes moaning sounds all throughout the night, and the rooms are really cheap. You sleep with bugs and rats, and I'm not even sure why it's still open. So that is one of the reasons why I would stay away from there. As far as the Everwavering House, that's down, and she points down this road over here. She says that particular place sort of caters to the hodgepodge and upper class of the Waterdavian nobles that like to travel through here on their way to wherever the heck they go. And so it's really expensive, overly priced, and kind of stuck up and snobby. So
Very good.
it just doesn't seem to fit your persona. No offense meant. No offense meant.
That's okay. They don't seem to fit with me either.
That's why I suggested the North Shield House for you.
A fine recommendation.
I'll stick my head in the door. Did we get paid?
Yes.
Shut up!
Yes, you did.
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well,
Did you ask about the frog?
Ah,
The
yes.
frog?
Ice frog.
The building, the decrepit building that was.
oh yeah, that used to be another inn. The Frost Touched Frog. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, ever since I've been Lord Protector, that place has been builded up and kind of like just a hangout for local youth and like ruffians and stuff like that. We kind of wish somebody would buy it and fix it up, and we could have yet another inn. But it's also like down the street from Six Windows, you know, and the Crazy Lady. So, you know what they say about an inn: location, location, location.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think for now it would be best if we gathered our compatriots and rested for the evening. Perhaps we would be able to set off. And what was the other task that she gave us? That she kind of like presented to us.
Oh, she asked you guys to go retrieve the 12 because of the giant activity and the fact that you guys reported a giant attack on Nightstone. And now she seems a little wary. Are you gonna bring that up to her?
Basically, what he was going to say is perhaps it's best if we get some sleep so that we could set out on that particular journey tomorrow, or as soon as possible.
Yeah, that would be really well recommended. I'm fairly certain that besides checking the Broken Yoke Ranch, they were also going to head cross country towards the Merry Meadow Ranch and then the Singing Hill Ranch to the south. I think they're working their way south, and then they were going to come back and report. So
Okay. So that doesn't sit well with me as a player, because I'm just like, cross country, damn, like.
well, there's a lot of farms and ranches kind of spread out.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're patrolling kind of the outer rim.
Oh, I see. So it's not like cross country in the sense that it's across the entire realm of Faerun or
No.
whatever.
They're just
okay.
outer rim of Triboar.
Okay.
So, but anyway, thank you very much for eliminating an Oni. Triboar is in your debt. You say that you're part of the Lord's Alliance?
Yes, that is correct.
I shall draft a letter and let them know of your tasks.
Thank you. That is very generous of you.
Absolutely. Are you, points at Octavio, affiliated with a faction?
Not that I know of. I don't think I signed up for anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine. No problem.
And with that, I will take my leave. Good day.
Good day. All right.
And he'll kind of just walk out the door.
Since Tachar is the closer of the people for tonight, we'll venture over to Tachar, walking into the Lion's Share. There's a gentleman standing there. Oh, hello. Good day, sir. We were just about to close up. Will you be long?
No, all I need is some arrows if you have any.
Oh yes, Illustria in the back. She could sell you. I think we have 3 in stock right now, and they're 10 gold each.
Gold each. Is that price negotiable?
You'll have to talk to her. She's the weapons dealer. Understand?
Okay. I will talk to her.
You go back and there's kind of a 40s woman standing back there. There's weapons and armor all over the place. Oh, good day, sir. Yet another dragonborn. Huh. Odd. I saw another of your kind, but different color come through here recently. How can I help you?
That would be correct. Those are actually my traveling compatriots.
Oh, that was
under-
just... You're with them?
Oh, I am. I understand we gave you some joyous news earlier.
You most certainly did. You let me know that the bastard was dead.
Well, unfortunate for him, fortunate for you.
Yes, very much so. How can I help you, sir?
I am looking for some arrows from my short bow.
Oh, yes. We have these 3 quivers in stock. Here,
That's
on
better.
the house.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. I thoroughly appreciate that.
No problem. I obviously can't give away my entire stock. You understand. The other 2 are for sale. For you, since you did such a at least your friends did such a, and you're fine looking. Color is that anyway? Is that blue?
Yes.
Oh,
Depends on how the light hits it.
yes. In the evening light, I can see the blue tints there. That's quite nice.
It's actually ocean breeze.
But listen. I'll tell you what. I'll sell them to you for 1 gold piece apiece. But you've got to take me out for a drink.
Oh, damn.
Drinking is my specialty.
It is?
So, you got yourself a deal.
Excellent. Where will you be staying?
My comrades have been acquiring accommodations for us, so I personally don't know just yet.
Oh, well, if I can recommend, obviously, such a strong, brave adventurer like yourself, maybe over at the Everwavern House?
That's the posh one, right?
Shh! His character doesn't know that. Go ahead and roll an insight if you want.
Yeah, I'll roll an insight. How many arrows are in a quiver?
There are 20
12?
arrows in a quiver.
20.
See, okay. So just a second though. See, you said 3 arrows in stock, and you said
3
30
quivers.
gold for.
Oh.
You didn't say quivers earlier, and so Jarrett and I were like, 30 gold for 3 arrows. Holy crap!
I thought they were a little steep, and then when he said quivers, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
All right.
misspoke. Quivers of arrows.
That's good.
Don't make me strangle somebody.
3 arrows. Yes, these are the only arrows I have left. Let's see. She is like coming on pretty strong to the point where you might suspect that like she's trying to empty your pocket.
Okay.
She can't empty your pockets if they're already empty.
That's true.
Right?
Sorry,
I could always hand you guys all my stuff before I go downstairs to have the drink.
Yeah.
Good plan.
I'll just bring a couple to pay for the drinks.
Listen,
Why don't
listen, I'll tell you what. Okay, you think about it. I'm going to be here for like another couple of hours. If you want to meet up for a drink, you come back and let me know.
Okay. In the meantime, I just to jog my memory, because I know that I would know this, but I personally don't know it. Does anybody else have a bow and arrow?
I've got a crossbow, but that takes bolts, not
Bolts.
arrows.
Okay. With me getting the free quiver, I'm at 40 arrows. Well, I'm probably more like a 38, 35, somewhere in there. So I just know I'm probably not going to get this kind of a deal again, so I might as well just buy them all anyways, you know?
seems pretty good to me. 1 gold for each quiver.
Right. So why don't I just go ahead and buy the other ones?
Oh, the other quiver?
Yes, please.
Oh, sure, it's yours. Not a problem. Last one I have in stock. Those could be pretty awkward to like carry around. I hope you make use of the backpack that I gave your friends.
Oh yeah, isn't that the bag of holding?
What?
No,
you
I
guys
have
had a
I have
bag of holding?
No, this is in my head.
Oh.
I'm thinking this. Not allowed.
She's gonna be so pissed if she ever finds out.
She's gonna be scared if she ever finds out because she's worried that we're gonna put the bags, destroy space and time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll give some of these to put in one of those things anyways. So that
awesome.
I'm not carrying them around.
Alright, well, you.
But
Is there anything else I can get you?
Your number, sweetheart.
I think that's it. Your offer is very enticing, and I will.
Her number
I'll
is
see what
T6 on the map. Okay.
T6.
T6. That's
I will-
this house right here. It's T6 on my map on the DM side.
I will beer right back.
All right. As Tachar heads back out to meet up with the rest of his comrades, I will go ahead and pick up with Rivik and Gildren of Foehammer.
Rivik knocks on the door, clutching the breastplate in one hand,
He's
knocking with the other.
he's busy working in there. Ah, come in.
Rivik enters the building and greets Gildren Foehammer.
Ah, you back? Have you been thinking about taking up the apprenticeship?
As I said before, I would love to do that. However, I am traveling with compatriots who need my help.
You did mention
However-
it before.
However, this breastplate was found in a cave under the well of the god of tracking. We were wondering if you knew anything about it.
You took the breastplate from the god of tracking?
No. It was a hoard. It was in a hoard of treasure from a creature that we fought at the bottom of a well.
Oh, this is fine craftsmanship is what this is. This is, oh, bloody hell, this is mithril. And worked in excellent craftsmanship, I believe. Yeah. The mountain motif and the smith symbol on the inside. Huh. Why, this belongs to the Mountainsbane clan. This looks to be Thusgrol Mountainbane.
We were hoping you would know something about this.
Aye, his clan's been deceased. They died in the Orc Wars about 300 or 400 years ago.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Best of me knowledge, I'm not 100% sure. You could probably travel to some place like Waterdeep to find out for sure, but I don't think there's been a Mountainsbane troll born for generations now, as they were wiped out in the Orc Wars. More than likely, this was pillaged by some adventurer at some point in time, and taken off his cold dead corpse.
Sometimes
Well,
that's how it be.
Considering how large it is, it would fit me very loosely. I was wondering if you could refit this to fit me better.
Well, I have a few projects on the do a persuasion.
Do persuasion? Awesome, I'm proficient in that.
We shall see.
Yeah, I know, right?
We shall see.
My roll's stupidly low. Alright, cool.
It's not bad.
Well, I'd have to put that on a back burner. And he's looking it over. It's such a shame to let it go to waste. Well, it ain't gonna be cheap, you understand, because I only make the best work. And to do
How
it
much-
right,
How much are we talking?
Well, if you just want it to fit snugger, I'd say 150 gold pieces. But I do have that chunk of mithril, you see. And I could probably expand on this. Yep, it looks like it's got the right sort of... I could probably turn this into, say, a full chest piece. Give you a little more armor for, say, 500 gold pieces.
The price is too steep.
Well,
I'm
sorry,
sorry, I cannot afford 500 gold pieces.
What say to 2 copper pieces?
Well, I can at least make it fit you if you want for, like I say, 150.
I'd have to get some of the money that from the party.
Well, listen, you're a fellow smith of the forge, right?
I am.
Well, and you ain't exactly shite with forging either. I can give you the friends and family discount if you want, I suppose, but if you tell a single soul, Foehammer's gonna break both your kneecaps.
I understand.
I have a reputation to maintain. You understand me?
I understand.
Roll another persuasion.
Roll another persuasion. Alright.
It's like how serious you are about. I understand. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, no.
Ah! Critical fail!
He looks at you just for a minute. One of his eyebrows shoots up, and then goes back down. 125.
125.
125.
I can hand him the 100 gold piece gem, and I think I have 24 gold piece on me, so I'd have to get one from.
Why don't you see if he'll just take the gold, the gem?
That's not a
He
bad
might not
idea.
know it's only worth 100.
He's a smith. He probably will, but. So Rivik pulls the gem out of his back pocket.
Okay.
And holds it out to Foehammer.
Ah, shiny. What you got there? Not bad.
This gem is very valuable. Would it be a fair trade?
Go ahead and roll another persuasion.
Another critical fail.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a natural 20.
Wow!
I jinxed it by saying it.
He looks at the gem, and he looks at you. No, it wouldn't be. But you put your time here in the shop, you make me those 3 orders over there, and I'll consider the 25 paid with your time.
That sounds completely fair.
Alright, that order there's for 14 horseshoes, and that order there's for 20 horseshoes. We live in a frickin' horse breeding town. You can stay all night and work if you want, or you can come back in the morning. It's up to you.
I think I'll come back in the morning.
Well, you put the time in making the horseshoes, and this gem and your time will be worthwhile to me.
I appreciate it, Foehammer.
Yeah, well, like I say, you ain't shit, but you ain't a dwarf either.
I appreciate your candor.
Another nice word.
Beat it.
Rivik leaves the breastplate with Foehammer and proceeds to go find his friends.
All right. Well, considering that you guys know where Rivik went, were you guys heading that direction to try to meet up with him?
I feel like we were probably just gonna like wait.
Oh, okay.
We were gonna wait there for Tachar to come out first. So we'd probably just wait in the center of town.
Well, as you guys are standing there waiting for Rivik to come back, a fellow kind of like shows up here in the town square. He pulls out well, he's got a little cart with him, and he kind of pulls his cart up, and he pulls out of the cart like a box, sets it down there, and then he like goes behind his cart and he's rooting through his cart, and you notice that like people like are taking notice of this individual and like his little setup that's going on over there. Whispers start kind of like spreading throughout the marketplace, and next thing you know, like you see children running off, and then like more children running towards this man that's setting up. While Rivik is over at the Faux Hammers negotiating his deal, literally like 25 kids have now formed like a semicircle around this man that's set up a little box there, and he comes out from behind his wagon. And he's wearing a costume, and it's like one of those ones where just the face, you see just the person's face. It's a human, probably in his 30s, and he's wearing an ear of corn.
Okay.
He's wearing like a corn suit?
Yeah, like a corn suit. Okay. He climbs up on the box there in the middle of town, and he holds out his hands, and all the kids at the same time, like, all stand up, hold out their hands, and, like, bow their heads down just a little bit. And he says, "I am the great Cornholio!" And all the kids start, like, laughing and clapping. And Rivik shows back up in town as he starts a little jig, and, like, the kids, it's like, "Mary had a little lamb whose fleece is white as snow." And all the kids are singing along.
Like this.
All the adults
drop that corn. I'm gonna walk back up to the group and be like, take a load of this guy. What the heck's going on over here?
I'm not sure I want to know. Humans are strange indeed.
Agreed.
Some kind of wizard or something.
He's acting like that, and it doesn't even look like he's had anything to drink.
I don't know, Tachar. You seem to act less crazy when you're drunk.
That is how I get my chi.
It's very true. Your chi comes from booze.
I thought cheaters never prosper.
That's a different type of chi.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way down over here and to the North Shield House. That's a fine local inn, stately, clean, and quiet. The proprietor you can see there as you walk in says, "Oh, well, greetings. How are you?"
Droon, that's you. That's your cue, buddy.
Oh, that's my cue? Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
That's your cue, buddy.
So he's gonna look, kind of, glance over the establishment, and then return his gaze to the madam of the house, and he'll say, a bit battered, a bit bruised, and ready for a good night's rest.
I can spot an adventurer at 6 paces. So, let me tell you fellows all something. Keep your weapons sheathed while you're under my roof, or out on the street you go. You understand?
But she see mine. I'm like 7 paces away.
He kind of just glances back at this ragtag man, just like, we understand, ma'am. We wouldn't bring any undue trouble to your establishment.
Well, that's good news. I've got private rooms upstairs, 1 gold piece apiece for the night. It includes a meal, and, well, first 2 rounds.
You want to just take that out of the group money right now, Drew?
Sure. So what, like four gold, one room for each of us?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
She collects the coins and says, "Well, gentlemen, enjoy your stay at the North Shield House. With that, everyone can feel free to start to receive the benefits of a long rest, as well as to level your characters from level 6 or level 5 to level 6.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to take the opportunity now while people are going to be leveling their characters to stop our recording. So we really thank you all for watching Friends of Thunder, and we thank you for tuning in again. You guys want to say goodnight to the world out there?
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Don't let the bed bugs bite, and be
Guten
safe.
Abend.